How does it feel to have a dragon close by? How will your body, how will your soul, how will your mind react every single time when your dragon is close to you? Well, I cannot go into detail because your bond with your dragon is unique. So I cannot say to you how specific you will feel. But your bond with your dragon is so unique that it will open up the gates. In the beginning of my path, I felt something that I cannot describe in words. And later on, I did everything to open that gate again. So you constantly have to work together with your dragon once you can feel your dragon. But how does it feel to have your dragon? And how to connect with them? First of all, if you really want to connect with your dragon and you want to feel how it is to have them close by, just reach out your hands, just like that, and show them the sign that you want to touch them. And your dragon will do everything so that you can touch them as well. And once you touch them, there are several things that you can feel, and that is extreme and confused emotions. And especially the first time, extreme and confused feelings as well. But what you certainly can feel is your draconic self. Whenever your dragon is close by to yourself, you feel much more like the dragon. And that is very, very strange. In fact, in the beginning, I was embarrassed. The first time that I could feel that, your draconic self, my draconic self, I felt embarrassed. I could feel every feature on my body, but my body was human. That was so strange. But I could feel everything that was draconic, and I felt embarrassed. I didn't dare to say that. But that is not to be embarrassed about, my brothers and sisters. It's to be proud that you can still feel that. Whenever your dragon is close, you feel yourself as a draconic self as much more. And of course, memories that you don't even remember. Where does it come from? I mean, memories from like time that was not even in this lifetime. Where did it come from? Memories that pop up in your head that you don't even remember that these are memories. Of course, and your dragon will do everything to have your attention as well. So inside of your life, you will have a lot of times when you have the draconic energy that is trying to have your attention. So with these, whenever you feel the dragon, you feel extreme and confused emotions, but it feels like you are finally coming home. It feels actually very well whenever your dragon is close by. It feels that they are connected to where you really belong. So your dragon is doing, but your dragon is constantly working, constantly trying to connect with you, but you have to do it yourself as well. Because so many people in this world have a connection with the dragon, and the dragon is trying to have their attention, but they will not respond. Because in this world, I mean, a lot of people don't even know that this is a path that you can take. So a lot of people, like ourselves, are doing their utmost best to push the dragon away. And to be very honest, in the beginning of my path, I did the same, especially once I felt my own draconic self. I could feel the tail, I could feel the scales, I could feel the horns. And that was something that I felt embarrassed about in the beginning. And I didn't dare to say this to anyone. And extreme and confusion and these emotions are one whirlpool, and you don't know what is going on. And memories, like I said, the memories that you don't even know that are memories. And if you want to feel that once more, just put out your hand. For example, put out your hand like this and show the dragon that you want to touch them. Show the dragon, because the dragon is actually constantly standing in front of you, sometimes even roaring inside of your face, telling you in a draconic language that they are there, that you just need to reach your own claw out so that you can feel your dragon that is standing in front of you. There is going to be a different kind of smell as well. Whenever your dragon is close to you, there is a different smell behind them. It's like they take it alongside with them, with like the same smell that they have inside of the dragon realm, a different dimension. Whenever they cross another dimension, it's going to have a specific smell that they are going to have over them. And you will eventually smell that as well. And if you want to know that your dragon is close to you, use a candle, because your dragon might try to have your attention by the wind, by with the help of the wind, the help of the elements. So put a candle over there, very close to you, whenever you think your dragon is close, and show, I mean, you can see it through the flame, that the flame will move along with your dragon when your dragon is coming over it. And that is also a very good idea, to have yourself a dragon altar, a place where you can talk with your dragon in privacy. You need that. You really have to have this connection with your dragon, so that you will, whenever your dragon spirit is close, they can come the closest wherever you are feeling comfortable. Your own draconic altar, not a way to worship them, but to show them that you really care, that you also trying to work. Your mind has to work for this. Of course, you can also, whenever your dragon is close, have these abrupt messages inside of your head that you also don't know where does it come from, but that is also something that your dragon is trying to speak to you. These abrupt messages that pop up inside of your head that you don't even know where does it come from. But these messages can have two reasons. The dragon can talk to you and you will understand that. And these messages are simply a translation of dragon language. And the second one is these abrupt messages that you have from your previous life. Like I said, you can, whenever your dragon is close, you have a dragon by your side, and you also have, you can feel much more draconic. And the more draconic that you can feel, the more messages that you can remember. Also, these abrupt messages that can be inside of your head. If you hear voices in your head, don't worry. It doesn't mean that you're crazy, even though I thought that I was going crazy in the first year, but it's just your dragon that is trying to talk to you. When your dragon spirit, your guardian, is close to you, they will constantly speak to you. Constantly. They will always trying to make noise, but there is like a wall in between you and your dragon. But there will be something inside of your body and soul that you will feel everything that your dragon is trying to say. Of course, it seems like light, but you just need to work together to push this wall away together, so that you will understand each other. Whenever your dragon is trying to have your attention, they will always try to, you might see a specific song as well. That there are, when in the beginning of my path, there were so many messages throughout songs, and that you have to, that is where your dragon can really lead you to the specific songs. With me, it was Coldplay. Coldplay's the speed of sound. That when you hear this song, I hear it in the beginning. I was ignoring it, but I was constantly hearing that. Birds go flying to the speed of sound to show you how it all began. Birds keep flying from the underground. When you can see it, you can understand. I mean, that was like, what the hell? The first time that I heard it, it was like, why is it constantly playing? That is really where your dragon is trying to push you to, that you constantly hear the same songs, most of the time with a message. And of course, dragon spirits can use animals as well. Animals to be at their aid. In my case, for example, I was constantly connected to moths inside of this forest, moths in the middle of the daytime, that I was surrounded by the biggest moths. It means as well that your dragon spirit is close to you. They can control these animals, and you will also see the same animal over and over and over again, because your dragon can actually connect with them, so that you know that they are there. I mean, these moths, I was one with the moth, really, and I loved every single piece of it. The first instinct was to push the moth away, but it was like constantly talking to myself. And people, when I say this to people, that is of course crazy, but no, I was sitting here in the forest hours and hours talking to a moth, and I was surrounded by moths. And this was not just a tiny one, it was gigantic. It was really, really big, more like a bird, like really big. And yeah, it's a sign that your dragon is very close to you. Whenever there is constantly animals, same animals, constantly trying to have your attention. And what you also will have, my brothers and sisters, is that you will, inside of your head, inside of your mind, you will hear your name, because your dragon will learn your human name, and but you also have a draconic name. And a draconic name is what you will hear many times over. Sometimes you cannot even pronounce it. It's because it's in a dragon tongue. But you will hear your name many, many times inside of your head, but sometimes as a whisper from far away that you don't even know where it's come from. Your dragon is learning how your human name is being pronounced, and they will say it constantly over again so that they can have your attention as well. And most of the time, when the dragon is also very close to you, this confusion can also have it's actually your world upside down. Whenever you are very close to your dragon and there is no wall in between, so your dragon can actually be with you very, very close to you. And also, that is also what your dragon is trying to do. You, in your inside of yourself, you have a sleeping energy wherever you are born with. You are born with a sleeping energy. Sometimes people call it the sleeping dragon that is inside of yourself. You always felt this draconic feeling, this draconic energy throughout your entire life, but it was soft. The strongest moment that you felt your draconic energy was the moment that when you were very young, but later on your human took over and the dragon went to sleep. And that is where your dragon is drawn to. Your dragon is drawn to that sleeping dragon, and they will do everything so that the sleeping dragon can be awakened. And once it does, once it is awakened, it's going to be confusing very much. Your world is going to be upside, like you are waking up, like what is happening, and why am I feeling claws? Why am I feeling a tail? Why am I feeling everything draconic? Why can I see this world with different eyes? Everything is going to be upside down once your dragon is close to you. So these are the things that you can feel whenever your dragon spirit is close to you. And that is very different from any other spirit inside of this world. For example, if a human spirit comes close to you, well, that is actually like water to you. That is very soft. It's different. It's very much different. Whenever your draconic spirit is close to you, you have to know that dragons are not deceased. Dragons are connecting to you from a different dimension, from a different realm. Actually, where you belong. That is your light. They are living in your light, and that is also where the dragon is also communicating from that light where you belong. And that is also the reason why they can awaken the sleeping dragon inside of yourself, and they will do everything to have your attention. My brothers and sisters, be blessed.